What's up, everybody? Welcome back to this video where we're going to be talking about how the rich think about money. If you want to grow wealth, you got to change how you think about money. We're talking about it today in the video. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the video, guys, live from my pool here. Listen, we're about to jump right on in, but before we do, make sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell, do all that cool YouTube-y stuff if you want to continue to see more content like this from me. Let's jump right on into it, guys. Here's how it works, okay? Your income has less to do with your job and more to do with your psychology around money. For instance, if you think like a broke person, chances are you're going to be broke. If you think like a middle class person, chances are you're going to be in the middle class. And if you think like a wealthy person, chances are you are going to become wealthy. Why does this happen like this? Well, first of all, the book of Proverbs tells us that as a man or a woman thinks in their heart, so they are. That principle is directly connected to our finances, to our money as well. So when it comes to finances, guys, there are three kinds of people in the world. There are debtors, there are savers, and then there are wealth creators. Okay, let's break it down. If you're a debtor, you're unfortunately using debt to buy a bunch of junk that you can't afford. And the biggest problem with this is there's no way you can build wealth doing this, because now you're using other people's money to buy junk you can't afford. And then on top of that, you are paying interest on top of the junk you can't afford. This is the worst way to live, guys. You're never going to get wealthy being in tremendous consumer debt. Second kind of people, they are savers. These are people who want to get debt free, right? They want to save their way out of debt. And finally, when they get out of debt, woohoo, we are debt free. The problem with this is as soon as you get out of debt, now you're just back to zero. Like now you still are back to zero because debt is negative zero, right? When you're a saver and you're like, we want to be debt free, cool, you're back to zero. That's not the way to build wealth. What you want to do is you want to become the third kind of person, which is a wealth creator, right? Wealth creators are men and women who understand the value of leveraging business, right? Starting businesses and serving the market, bringing massive value to the market, and in turn receiving massive value back in the form of dollar signs. When you do this, not only are you not negative, not only are you just back to zero, but now you can actually begin to create real wealth. So like I was talking about earlier, your income is directly connected to your psychology around money, how you think about money. And honestly, just like there are debtors, savers, and wealth creators, there are also three ways to think about money. Let's talk about it. You can think about money like a broke person. You can think about money like a middle class person, or you can think about money like a wealthy person. So let's break that down too. How do broke people think about money? Broke people see money as a way to buy stuff and pay their bills. That's it. Broke people don't really have much of a vision more than I just want to buy stuff and pay my bills. You don't want that. In fact, if you're thinking like, well, that's what I want to do, I want to pay my bills and buy stuff, there's another level. So middle class people, let's talk about how middle class people think about money. Middle class people think about money like this. I want to buy stuff and I want to pay my bills on time. Middle class, a lot of times they're thinking about, man, how can I keep my credit just good enough so I can buy a bunch of junk? And really it goes into the debtors and savers area that we talked about earlier. But if you want to think like the wealthy, if you want to think how rich people think, rich people see money as a tool to make more money. See, broke people, middle class people, they work for money. Rich people, wealthy people, we have money working for us. So one of the biggest ways that you can change this situation, you might be finding yourself like, man, I think like a debtor, I think like a saver, I think like the middle class, I think like broke people. You've got to change your circle, man. This whole entire idea of you are the sum of the 5 people that you hang out the most with, it is so true. Like as long as you're hanging out with broke people, you're going to be another broke people. As long as you hang out with the middle class and think like $100,000 or $150,000 a year is a lot, then you're going to stay stuck in the middle class. But I'm telling you, you've got to start leveling up your psychology when it comes to the subject of money. I'm telling you guys, it is very, very possible not just to make 6 figures in a year. You can make 6 figures in a month. You can make 6 figures in a week. You can make 6 figures in a day. You can even make 6 figures in an hour. I've done all of it. My students have done it. Guys, I'm telling you, the way to break out of this is through digital products. Digital products are the best way to begin to level up and start thinking like wealthy people, thinking like rich people. What is a digital product? A digital product is a way for you to take your knowledge, take your expertise, put it into a product that you work on one time, and then it pays you over and over and over and over. Literally, you can do everything with a phone and a laptop. Like, it's the most simplest, most incredible way to build wealth. Guys, I want to help you level up to become a wealth creator. If you're interested, guys, hit us up down below. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to hear more content like this. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Hey, if you like that video and you want to learn how my students are making an extra $5,000 to $10,000 every single month, then click the link below and book a free strategy session with my team. You'd be glad you did.